The commission was established as part of a resolution from the Second National Land Conference held last year, which directed the government to establish a commission to investigate the matter and make appropriate recommendations to be implemented. One of those to give her story is Robertine Francis and her family, who were vacated from a farm on which 4 of her generations had lived and were compensated $2,600 million after a quarrel with the owner.
Nou wil ek sê, al wat julle moet sê is, ons wil nie iewers gaan nie.
The only thing I want to plead to this commission is that when you speak to Mr. Reinhardt, that you should ask him to at least give the families whom he has chased out a place to stay, at least one camp where we can stay, because most of the people who were working there, especially the ASAPs and us, went out there with a heartache, and we would just want him to work around that so that we can at least get a camp there. His attitude is so frightening for us even to visit the graves of our ancestors which are in that vicinity.
Another speaker was the chief of the Afrikaner, who said that his people were once nomads and their lives were transformed by settlers who erected boundaries and farms, restricting their movement.
After the arrival of the oppressor, they cut the area into pieces, separate it with boundaries, and thus limited the freedom of movement of the nomadic people by prohibiting them from crossing these boundaries. They took our livestock and created laws that prevented us from owning land in future. These areas had native names which were changed and registered by the whites according to their desire and practice, a practice which is still continuing today.
Another landless Namibian said that her grandparents were born near Erindi in the early 1900s and were relocated thereafter by the government at the time. She has no evidence of the claim other than her mother's birth certificate. She wishes to return to her roots, but the name of the location has since changed. She too was asked by the commission to hand in her written submission.
We are equally tasked to investigate the possibility of establishing alternative avenues for restoration and restitution to ensure social justice for the communities that have been mostly affected by colonial land dispossession.
The commission will be in the Khomas region for the rest of the week, only moving towards Windhoek Rural by Friday.